Yeah, I think both of these teams really want a team fight. Nocturne is an absolutely incredible champion when you're trying to shut down enemy dive and enemy wombo. Just turning off the lights, making it really hard for them to coordinate their play is something that I really love. I also really like Nocturne into a lot of the meta picks like Jarvan. And I think from Beat Boot makes a lot of sense. As soon as you know that Trundle's going topside, lock in that cannon. Trundle will not have tank stats to suck in laning phase. Throw that set in the bot lane. And let's see how this gets done as we get towards the Rift. Safer play overall. Don't want to give first blood over to the Zed. We're now 7 minutes into this game without first blood going over, but Dax and P-Sweezy are looking for a top dive. The Zed ult is online, and Crims is in the area. Do they see it in time? Crims is walking up. Dax Flying Drag goes wide. Zed Deathmark on top of Slowbro is going to not quite pop him. First blood over to Crims, who gets up there. P-Sweezy gets executed by the tower. Botched dive from Baby. Utilize that teleport, catch the wave, but they are going to pop the Paranoia. Kennan's going to Lightning Bolt out, but Paranoia is in. The Fear is down. Will Crims have enough damage to take out Hyakimaru? Hyakimaru retreating towards the turret. Already burned Flash. Stun comes through onto Crims, but that Shadow Claw is going to take down the Lightning Rodent. Find themselves just about even in terms of gold despite the 2 kills.
Yeah, just about even in terms of gold. Hold on.
Oh, big trade. Antunes Ignite. The showstopper there in on Yanyan, gonna force the flash. Meanwhile, dive is on in the top side, and that Maelstrom is going to find Slowbro. Finally, the dive works. Antunes flashing forward to find Yanyan, but Ariri's here for the revenge kill. He knows where Antunes is. The sweeper is on. Antunes has nowhere to go. Trade kill back over to the support, but Antunes is probably going to be much happier with the CS than he get into his ADC. Paranoia comes in over on the top side, trying to counter the Herald play top. Dax is going to fly and drag out of there. Seaborg on top of Hyakimaru. Nowhere to go for the cannon. Now falls once again, but P-Sweezy tries to delete Seaborg. Gonna force out that chrono break. And oh my goodness, this is an action-packed one. Now that things have calmed down a little bit, we are going to see Crims catch back up in terms of CS. So overall, not too much was lost, but Jarvan still has that entire bot side. He can go and clear. P-Sweezy looking for Slowbro in the top side. Deathmark is up. Ignite is up. Here comes the Deathmark. Going to find 1 Q only. The Ignite is down, and the Deathmark, doesn't quite get Slowbro, but a well-placed Shuriken from Hyakimaru is going to take that down, and surely that'll be the top tower. Meanwhile, Seaborg looking for plates in the mid lane. Doesn't realize that Antunes is here, but barely doesn't commit to that just in time to get out of there. I feel like Antunes just made it a little longer. Hariri flash forward, doesn't find Jaffe with the hook, but the depth charge will always. Now Hariri taking 3 tower shots, and the curtain call is out. Hariri and Yanyan dodge all this. No, Hariri does drop to the curtain call.
Oh, Jaffe with the fancy feet, he dodges the hook. Oh my god!
Stopper. Oh, the phaser misses Yanyan, who's able to retreat. Jaffe not able to hit with a W, but the Cataclysm will find Yanyan. Dax taking a couple tower shots, but Crims not quite having that Paranoid cooldown. Just came up now. If it was about the wards in that bot side river, 40 seconds until this Drake is up. Oh, Slowbro finds a nice pillar under Hyakimaru, forcing out that Maelstrom, and Slowbro is not done. The troll smacks so fast, but Hyakimaru is a fast little rat. The flash forward from Slowbro is going to match with the boss code, but Cannon is out for now. Meanwhile, Seaborg in a lot of trouble. The Deathmark comes out, and Seaborg forced to use the Chrono Break. The Paranoia comes down. Meanwhile, on the bot side gets Jaffe. Well-executed dive from AEW on the top side. Slowbro still chasing for Hyakimaru. The pillar pushes Cannon just out of tower range, but going to have to walk into that one. Oh my goodness, and we're still fighting in the bot side. Antunes looking for Yanyan, not quite going to find her. Riri picking up that one. And overall, my goodness, it's 1-4-3. AWE being the profiteers of that one, going to be able to march over to that Drake. Should be theirs, no contest. Dax is looking for Slowbro on the top side, but the Hullbreaker Trundle is not so easy. Going to try and find the flag and drag anyway on top of Slowbro, but I don't think you can ever fight this in the middle of the minion wave. Cataclysm does come down, does so much damage, but the Troll does so much with that lethal tempo. No, it is going to be Dax finding Slowbro at the end of the day, and maybe we can breathe.
He is obviously a little bit of an advantage over Sweezy, even though Sweezy's got quite a lot of lethality. He's got that Hull Breaker. He's looking pretty solid, especially when he's got the Subjugate online. But now, there's a second Herald there. And
Crims is caught by the flag and drag. Dax is in. The Cataclysm is down. Crims flashes out. P-Sweezy going to look for the death mark onto Crims, and Crims should drop shortly to that death mark. No, barely, no, dies eventually to the Ignite, but is going to get traded back by Crims now. Depth charges out onto Dax. Slowbro arriving to the fight. Pillar goes on the wrong side of Dax, but Antunes is in a world of hurt. The Haymaker will not find the true damage on the Yon, although the Ignite will stick a lot of damage, and Dax slipping out on very little HP. Well played fight from AWE to claw that one in their favor, and they should get a mid-turret for the trouble. Really heavy trading, both ultimates being traded. Dax is going to be the one to push this in. Parallel Convergence looking out. Seaborg now doesn't have that. Dax finds the flag and drag onto Seaborg, going to take him out under that tower, forcing the teleport from Slowbro. Really well played, good trigger discipline by Dax to get that done.
And it took a long time to take out Seaborg, and now they've got the tempo advantage.
Yeah, speaking of tempo, AWE Slowbro flashing forward on Hyakimaru, forcing that flashback. Blast Cone going to keep them safe for now as we see every single living member currently in the bot side. Hook from a Riri finds P-Sweezy, does not get a chance to get out of that CC. Going to drop, and now in the Tri-Bush there's a little bit of scariness going on for Antunes, who tries to showstopper his way out of there. Jarvan trying to flash and drag out of there. Yon going to flash follow up, going to find Dax. Meanwhile, on the other side, Slowbro in a little bit of trouble as Jaffe's arrived to play. Fourth shot, taking down the troll. And overall, it is going to be 1-4-2 for the side of AWE, but importantly, they can pick up this Infernal Drake and get to Soul Point. Curtain Call, though, looking to get blocked by a Riri to make sure they don't get the steal. But the last shot does so much damage to Yon. Flash forward from Antunes, tries to find the Haymaker. Not quite going to find it. Zaya becoming untargetable. And Antunes looking to drop the Seaborg, but Hyakimaru is so fast to the play. Lightning Tempest is here. And so much damage is going down onto everybody. But Jaffe is caught out in this 2v4. Riri the first one to drop. Jaffe barely holding on. Yon going to take out the first one. Hyakimaru trading back. And Yon finishing it off 2 for 2 on that. Oh my goodness, this game is so scrappy. Ultimate there, the plays tend to go awry, and they do weird things like Hyakimaru running in to take that 2v4, which admittedly does trade 2 for 2. Antunes glow caught far forward, going to hook find from a Riri, but they're scared to go because of the pressure of Hyakimaru. Paranoia is going to make the curtain call very difficult for Jaffe to land, as Antunes is the first one to fall. Crims going in on that backline on Jaffe. Meanwhile, Yon in a lot of trouble from that Maelstrom, but oh my goodness, the Feather Call finds 2, and it's going all AWE right now. A Riri hook goes wide, but it doesn't matter. It's a clean 5-for-0 ace in a fight where AWE never had the Trundle. So Slowbro just keep hitting on the top side. AWE gets their pick of the map.
Coming straight back, and that's 2 big cooldowns burn on the side of Baby. They have to face check this now. The Paranoia is still available. Seaborg's going in too.
Yeah, and the Paranoia does come out onto that backline, on to the Jarvan, who tries to fight the Flying Drag, but Yon, perfect ultimate usage is going to mean that the 3 members of Baby there to the fight are going to drop. Meanwhile, Slowbro still hitting on the top inhibitor turret as the Infernal Soul drops. There is absolutely nothing for Baby to get off of this play. The best they can do is try and salvage this inhibitor, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to because this Hullbreaker Trundle is so tanky. Slowbro trying to look for some more. Hyakimaru right on top of him, going to stun him up. Jin W is through, and this troll is in trouble, being chased down very slowly, very surely. Eventually will be found. Meanwhile, Seaborg able to take that bot lane inhibitor all to himself. Mid lane inhibitor tower goes down, and I think AWE are going to be able to grab 3 inhibitors here, maybe just 2, but either way, Baby is in completely dire straits. There's going to be a 5-man turn on a Slowbro. They're going to have to find this if they want to stop the Baron. A Riri is approaching a play, the Paranoia is out, looking for Slowbro, not quite going to find him. The team is just jointed. Flag and drag doesn't land. Dax is gone immediately. Antunes short to follow. P-Sweezy caught too far forward and is going to get dropped by that hook from Riri, Hyakimaru, and Jaffe. Trying to go back to base, trying to think of some way that can clear all these minions, but it is for nothing. To the base, and this game should end shortly. Parallel Convergence comes out, is going to find Hyakimaru, going to get popped immediately. Seaborg is dominating, but no longer. Shut down by Jaffe is going to be the last shot from that Jin this game. Make it a good one. AWE, strong showing in their final game of the season as they look to make a playoff push. We've got a fun one today. Unfortunately, New Wave Tsunami could not make their match. So we've got Team Washed versus FOF Staff. This is sure to be a spicy one with a lot on the line. And
I don't know. Bot lane's a little bit rough to play for the side of friend or foe, right? You know, Jin Yumi definitely works. It's just okay. So you can basically 1v2 any lane with Jin, right? Don't get me wrong. I think if you're good enough at the game, you can control the lane state so well with Jin. Lolo is literally from the UK, playing on the North American server. I don't know about this one.
We see Lulu from Johnny Tsunami super deep, and maybe Barbituate's not ready for the power of Rap Kench, not going to land. The YUBI Q is going to land. The Jin W, the Deadly Flourish, is back, but Brendan is looking somewhere completely different, and Rap Kench is only looking for blood. They're going to find a lot of skill shots onto Barbituate, who is taking quite low. Flash from Fang over Fang on top of Barbituate. First blood to the Yumi, and Shuriken Fang over Fang is going to fall, but it's very important for Yumi to get that gold. And FOF British guy going to use heal, Ignite Flash, are the other summoner spells burned out from FOF as this continues to be a spicy level 1 in the mid lane. Nice for sustain, but PJ Salt is looking for Raptera, not quite going to find the kill. Grass Proc going through is going to keep Raptera healthy for now, but things getting really dicey on the top side. Meanwhile, Willow's trying to get a Scuttle Crab, but might find themselves in trouble. GodX Anime right on top of the Fang over Fang has no HP. And GodX Anime is going to flash out, maybe not realizing the HP bar, but is here, and the Deadly Flourish is going to miss from the Jin, but the Yumi Q does it. Flash forward, goes to Shuriken. Is that first kill? The British guy is now in trouble. Wednesday, Johnny Tsunami hitting. Barbituate walking back from the kill found in that bottom side. Oh my goodness! Is Lolo going to get out of this? Going to use that Summoner Flash, going to get very far, but Wednesday going to flash. The bomb will secure the on-hits from Lulu. Going to do it. Meanwhile, these top laners are never going to stop brawling, never going to stop sustaining. This is a good one.
You a dive if it's a possibility.
Yeah, and Olaf's nowhere near the play, so Raptera in a lot of trouble. GodX Anime maybe taking one too many tower shots. No, going to live on the slimmest of margins. That would have been so massive. It would have been a Rap Kench classic, but trading in the bottom side. Barbituate going to shove British guy back. Yumi going to go on a ride with him. And more trading over in this bottom side, but the ultimate cast in the top side. Fang is looking for PJ Salt. The ultimate just goes completely through the Olaf as more axes are going to come down. Going to take down that Ornn up in the top lane.
Make sure that they stay as exclusive as possible. Willow looking to get caught out over here, and GodX Anime going straight in, going to make sure that there is no chance for this brand to get away. No juking available.
Of no chance to get away. Fang over Fang predicts the flash over the wall, shuts down. Wednesday zigs, and this Olaf getting rather large. There is a Yumi and there is an Olaf, so maybe it doesn't matter how much the rest of your map falls behind. If you have that combo online, that's where FOF are putting their chips.
A lot of gold is almost certainly going to be opting into the Loon's Echo as Raptera gonna get caught out a little bit. Should be fine, honestly. Yeah, you got your Olaf on the side, you got your ulti, you got your W. Should not be in too much trouble. Fang just walking straight into the Ornn though.
Ornn does so much damage to Fang over Fang, who gets dropped immediately. Raptera trying to find the damage on top of GodX Anime. Will they have a time? Thick Skin is through. GodX Anime once again living on single digits of HP. Oh, we almost had a Rap Kench moment, but it's not meant to be. Fang actually going to be the first one to this Drake. That Hex Tech Drake very, very strong, as many people can attest to. Just off that one Drake, the bomb comes through, but the smite goes the way of Fang over Fang, who now has the Yumi on top and tries to Ragnarok out of there, barely not getting out. Shuriken going to leech off of all of their team's members, and it's going to be British guy carrying cat safety.
Going up really far for a Warden, but immediately going to be spotted out by Fang over Fang as Rap Kench. Okay, hold on.
This is big up in the top side. The Ornn ult is through, but they can't hit it again because they're taken under the tower by Raptera. Rap Kench is doing Rap Kench things, and with the slimmest of margins, we'll find PJ Salt. Meanwhile, fight in the bottom lane. Fang over Fang is going to shut down the Vayne, and Triumph comes through. Johnny Tsunami in so much trouble. Oh my goodness, Fang over Fang does not want those feet picks to go over. Finds a double on the Olaf,
Oh.
Raph Kench doing Raph Kench things in that top side of the map. Not enough to get it through. Maybe a little latency on that Deadly Flourish. Just Fang over Fang maybe now in trouble. Has to pop that Ragnarok, trying to get out of the way of God X Anime. But Fang able to free hit over the wall. So much trouble. The bomb comes through. Fang over Fang sidesteps, looking for damage on the God X Anime. Doesn't live on the slimmest of margin. Sherigan not able to keep him alive. But meanwhile, Willow is going to find Wednesday for a massive shutdown on the back. British guy in so much trouble. Sherigan, the lonely cat. What are they to do from this monstrous vein under their tower? Live, of course, getting a killing spree over for Sherigan, who's now 3-0-1 on the Yumi. Opening up the book, looking for more blood, trying to find God X Anime, who's still low, finds the shutdown! Sherigan is massive on this little cat! Doing his best to defend 1v2 under his own tower versus Vayne Lulu. PJ Salt looking for more trades on the Raptor. Will they ever result in anything? Oh, the Devour by Tom Kench is going to put PJ Salt in tower range. Olaf is here with the Ragnarok in, and that is going to be a kill going over to Rap Kench. Meanwhile, over in the mid lane, Willow finding a massive trade on the Wednesday, who's been taking so much poke damage from this brand, and this game can honestly spiral out of control. There is still a 2,000 gold lead for Wash, but things are getting a little dicey.
On the suit and do the greatest of, Skarner top impressions I've ever seen in my life. That being said, Willow not going to be staying around for too much longer, as FOF British guy going to be scared off a little bit by the Lulu.
Salt plays this as the Olaf is coming in. Might be in trouble. The Tongue Lash does land, and that could set up into an Abyssal Voyage. There it is. Ord in so much trouble. Fang over Fang is here. The ultimate comes out, and it is going to find a knock-up on both, but you are still in too much trouble, my friend. And another kill going to Brendan.
Sitting at 5, 5, and 3. Once again, Fang over Fang, one of the most influential players on the map. FOF British guy surely going to be going down here, but oh my lord, actually able to survive as the Rapcan's going to be teleporting in with the Yumi. Oh,
no, the Yumi does not go anymore ever since that patch. That means Raptor is going to teleport straight into his own fountain as, oh my goodness, Barbiturate finding British guy. Means that this Rift Herald push, while Shelly may not be around anymore, rest in peace, the push is going to continue, and
Vayne means that you're actually going to get so much damage.
So much damage going on to Barbiturate, and all of the fire is going on to Barbiturate, but is it enough? No, Willow is going to drop, might not even trade back onto the Vayne, but now Rap Kench is here. The Abyssal Voyage is in. God X Anime in trouble. Might have to flash the wall, but the numbers are in favor of Wash. Devour used on Volibear, delivering straight to the AD carry. British guy not quite able to find it. The heal expended, and oh my goodness, fourth shot is going to find God X Anime. Now Wednesday, Johnny Tsunami are in trouble, which will Rap Kench choose neither. FOF British guy opens up the curtain call. Fang over Fang. Does not quite find the axe. Wednesday still in danger. Is the satchel charge going to be through in time? No. Delivered to British guy. Going to opt to not go too far. They don't know where anyone but British guy is. But Willow finding a lot of damage on a God X Anime. Rap Kench almost caught out, not quite, but is looking for the way in. Abyssal Voyage finds Orin, and the final chapter is opened up, but the ultimates are through. The Inferno Bomb and the Orin Horn going to tear through all of FOF. Barbiturate finding the last kill, and a curtain call trying to look for a trade back on the Barbiturate. Johnny Tsunami doing a pretty good job of body blocking, but FOF British guy, the latency means nothing. The damage is through, and there is a silver lining for FOF on the play. Push.
Yeah, I mean, my brain might be addled from Genesis coming up as we see the beginning of something new, but Wash trying to end this game, on the other hand, just slowly choking them out, as Johnny Tsunami actually going to get flashed on, as Fang over Fang straight into the backline, not going to be able to get any real meaningful damage out, as Willow going to be dying in response. And British guy, no matter what you can do, you cannot save your cat or your jungler when they're this deep.
Yeah, and British guy tries to walk forward to get Sherigan out, not quite going to cost them their life. Johnny Tsunami clearly having a lot of fun with this pushing up. Knows Willow is there, going to try and back off. Oh, this is too good.
I mean, we got the Lulu continuing to split push here. I'm pretty sure FOF have realized that the Lulu's relatively alone. So Fang or Fang going to be coming over on the other side with Sherigan on his back and going to send Johnny Tsunami straight back home.
I don't know how I feel about Blade Runner and King. would have preferred a hull breaker for your split push needs, but it's going to get the job done. Final chapter opened up. Barbiturate too far forward, gets deleted by Willow and Fang over Fang. Wednesday now in trouble. Going out to flash up, but the bomb does so much damage. Fang over Fang taking it out instantly. Godex Anime interrupts Yumi's dash. Rap catches, he's far too late and might just teleport straight into the fountain once again. Abyssal Voyage will find two. Deadly Flourish is in. Rap Kench is so tanky, but are they tanky enough to survive this? Ornhorn actually goes on a British guy, going to be the scapegoat for his top laner's faults. As,
you don't have to be tanky enough to survive, you just have to be tankier than the person next to you. And just like that, Raptor going to be able to be tanky enough to survive long enough for Sheridan to come on back, and Godex Anime should be going down here. Zanya's not going to save you for any amount of time.
Objective bounty coming through, and we're going to see, I believe, all three inhibitors taken from the side of FOF staff, but Raptor is being fought by Godex Anime.
Tank fight!
No, we want to see the tank fight! I don't care that Wednesday is dead to Brendan. I don't care that PJ Salt's dead, that Barbituate's dead. I want to see the tank fight. Yeah, here we go. This is what it's all about. Raptor versus Godex Anime. They are brawling. Raptor trying to get back to the safety as Barbituate's tearing through them. But Raptor is slowly winning this one. I am colorblind and do not know which is the red health and which is the gray health. But I'm going to choose to believe in Rap Kench, as now I can finally see the health bar. The Zanya's is going to go through for Godex Anime, going to give time for their cooldowns to come off. The lightning is called, and Rap Kench will fall. Wash can look to end if they so choose. Yes, they are going to hit the towers. They are going to hit the Nexus. It's going to be up to British Guy and Willow spawning shortly to try and defend this Barbituate, though, looking for damage to the fountain. Willow going to find immediately a kill onto the Lulu, onto Johnny Tsunami. Barbituate now trying to end the game before they die, but they're dead. And now Godex Anime gonna walk away from that base as SOF managed to hold on for a little while longer. Thanks, Mom. That's a good start. Yeah, keep walking forward. This is actually looking really good for your IPS stats. Looking forward towards Wednesday. That's another PJ Salt there. The flash forward. The Ragnarok going to look for Wednesday. Will the damage come through? No. Stormbringer over the top. Wednesday will fall. Fang over Fang gets healed by Triumph, but slowed down by the Orange. Ragnarok has run out, and I believe that will be FOF staff's time running out. Rap Catch.
Yeah, I mean, they may not be pushing in with their minions as effectively as we might have anticipated, but now there is a 4v4. Jin online, curtain call coming on out. Johnny Tsunami taking so much damage, and PJ Salt looking to cancel, gonna not be able to cancel that fourth shot, as FOF British Guy trying desperately to clear the wave, to clear the enemies, and Johnny Tsunami taking down Rap Kench as all of FOF is going down, and Fang over Fang can only stand by watching his kingdom fall to his feet, which are absolutely going straight into the DMs of Team Wash.
Rap Catch.
Yeah, I mean, they may not be pushing in with their minions as effectively as we might have anticipated, but now there is a 4v4. Jin online, curtain call coming on out. Johnny Tsunami taking so much damage, and PJ Salt looking to cancel, gonna not be able to cancel that fourth shot, as FOF British Guy trying desperately to clear the wave, to clear the enemies, and Johnny Tsunami taking down Rap Kench as all of FOF is going down, and Fang over Fang can only stand by watching his kingdom fall to his feet, which are absolutely going straight into the DMs of Team Wash. Yeah, I mean, a Malphite... Okay, there's no chance it's going to be Dinger.
Really?
No chance in my mind here.
You know, they might just think it's just to make you lose your brain.
Okay, I see you, Carrie. But either way, going to end up going with the Urgot here. Another pick that we have seen Carrie play to incredible effect. Now, while I might have preferred the Scion here, Urgot's definitely no slouch. And with a team that is not going to have any real tanks, like the most you're going to get is the Kayn as a bruiser, because Trundle is going to hit R on the Gragas, and Gragas will not be a real tank. Once Urgot can focus one person down, right? Not only do you get the Urgot ulti to fear the entire team, you get the Jinx resets to absolutely demolish everything. So as long as RLS are on the same page, able to hit the same target, they have a disgustingly scary comp. But speaking of teams that have that reset potential, say it with me, friends, Pyke is a toddler champion. As long as you get someone low, you get everyone low.
That's so true. That execute on his ultimate is so strong, so useful, and it provides you just that nice little buffer. And then the fact that you share your gold is just so nice of him.
It's trying to get as much health back as possible, and Bob Joseph already walking mid. Dear Lord, speaking of someone who loves to make things happen,
Poor Orianna getting caught out, getting pulled in the wrong direction. They're going to get caught out. Flash is going to be made available. We got the ball trying to delay as much as possible. Corrupting Potion coming out as well. The heals. Leaves, though, has decided he's out for blood. Dives in. Pengusol not able to escape, and that's going to be Victor, the mechanical machine, getting the first blood.
Passive, which means that you're getting closer and closer to that evolution. And Leaves looking bot lane, looking to try to make something happen here as Escape sitting at half health, no heal, no flash. And
look at this.
Oh,
that's the engage. Escape getting caught out. He's going to get immediately bursted down by Mr. Chunks. RLS he is gone. Tefra trying to save his laner, isn't quite able to do it though, and unfortunately that is going to be yet another kill going over for trickle down economics.
he has available to.
This is true. Look at this wave. Absolutely massive. War Leader coming for the return gate, putting out the frozen zone, jumping onto Zenza, and just starts wailing on him with that club. That's a nice pullback, and we do see now they are able to bring him just low enough. Kyrie getting a nice bit of damage off Tefra here in the meantime, getting a nice hook bot lane. That death sentence does not spell the end for Bob Joseph, though, and he's able to heal back up. That Pike is caught out by Vision. Not able to get the gray health back yet, but he's basically just kind of sitting nice and pretty in terms of poor old Escape over there. This is going, though, getting a nice deep Vision ward, able to come up behind this Orianna. We're going to see a huge gank as a four-man team just tries to gangbang this middle lane right there. Huge amount of damage coming out. Pengusol getting taken down. Sneaky little ward placement. I'm not gonna, that was kind of funny. We've got four folks once again. This is just a four-man death ball that we see roaming around this map now as TE trying to find a gauge, jumping right in front of Bob Joseph, almost managing to clip him, but doesn't manage to do it. Poor Kyrie is going to be caught out here in the middle of this lane. They're getting burned down by the Ignite. The Mastery Signs coming out. Kyrie has no escape, and that is going to be another kill going over to the side of Trickle Down Economics. And RLS starting to fall behind a little bit
Yes.
off timed, and unfortunately that means that they've only managed to pick up one kill so far.
Yeah, and only one kill, but when you pick up
Like this, when I'm talking about ganks, this is exactly what I mean. Look at this hard engage in the mid lane. Pengusol taken down yet again. Only one tower shot really finding a target, and that is going to be a huge amount of damage done to this mid lane. It's brought down to just one plate left, and War Leader can't even risk going for his wolves.
and body slam available, Zenzen is in no trouble right now.
No, but this fight might actually be going really, really poorly. Look at that RLS escape, bro. Very, very low. The Ignite is out. The fight is continuing. The Pike comes around the side. Doesn't manage to quite get the execute off the heal, and the burn is not going to be enough. The Ignite from Tefro did manage to take them out. That is going to be huge. War Leader jumping in over the wall, does flash over. Mr. Chunks very able to just fight these off, though. That was such a big fight for RLS, and they weren't quite able to capitalize on it. 3K gold lead is going to be really hard to climb your way out of, but I think RLS does have the scaling to do it. We do see right here, trying to hide the fact that he's doing blue buff. Isn't quite able to. War Leader's going to get caught out. Mezuzah goes on a killing spree as that laser just blows him up, and he steals the blue buff. Basically, TEE has decided there is no jungle for RLS. It all belongs to them. More damage-heavy build, which means that we're going to be seeing Jinx, Orianna get popped almost instantaneously. And look at this. Deja Vu, once again, we got an engage in the top lane. War Leader here. We got a little bit of a wrinkle in the putting right here. Zenzen coming up to join them. In the meantime, we got a fight going on in the bot lane. Nice box coming out. That is going to be the shutdown, though, going over to Thresh as Tefra manages to pick it up. The fight is continuing here in the top lane as we have seen that a third member of TDE came to join, taking out Kyrie. Mezuzah going on a rampage, and that is just going to be a basically one-for-one trade, but it still puts TDE so far ahead. Interesting to see how these teams decide to play it out.
And speaking of prefer differential, if you look into that mid lane matchup, you do have four.
Hold on. Joseph with the cheeky jump in, trying to disrupt. War Leader does manage to do it. War Leader brought very, very low. He is bringing the cane under the tower, so that means Lee's going to tank at least one tower shot, but that's all he's going to get. And then Pengusol trying to help out his jungler isn't quite able to. That does mean that they're going to have to back off. Look at this. This fight's going to continue, then this is going to be really, really bad for RLS TDE coming in, getting so much damage. Mezuzah's going to go unstoppable. The calling came out, damaging Tefra so much. They had to back away, and then the Pengusol taking another set of damage from the Mezuzah laser, and that's going to be a nice turnaround from Trickle Down Economics as they managed to turn that almost lost fight into a win.
Yeah, and that almost looked like it could have been the tipping point for RLS here, but Kieri gonna be getting caught out once
getting
again.
caught out. This is so unfortunate. The stun, the pull from the hook. We see Leaves trying to get a nice engage, isn't quite able to do it, but look at this. They're just gonna bash their way through the wall. Leaves taking down the Urgot, and that is gonna be another kill put onto this Kane. He's gonna get himself a nice little bounty, but it doesn't really compare to Mazuza's.
Absolutely. And just like that, he's made his list. He's checked it twice and
Decided the top lane's where the next kill belongs. We see Kyrie getting engaged on by 3 members. This is once again a 3v1. The ultimate coming out from Kane means that a lot of damage is going to come out. They get execute as well. Mazuza is going to go dominating, and that's going to be a nice chunk of gold shared between them and Pike, as we do see Bob Joseph managing to pick up that assist. Men up in the top lane, so that's going to be a nice calling coming out. The hook from the Death Sentence does mean that he's pulled into block. Mr. Chunks brought it very, very low, but the Rocket's going to just miss, unfortunately. The Ignite did come out. That is going to be a kill, though, for RLS. This is where they're finally starting to come online. Ward Leader does get brought low by the Ignite, but manages to get a smite off to stay alive. Kyrie looking for that engage, gets caught on the wall, unfortunately isn't able to dash over, and that was a big turnaround for RLS, and this could be the sign that their scaling is coming online. Maybe they're able to hit it. Look at this, nice Death Sentence coming out. Bob Joseph getting caught out, but he's going to pull out a hook of his own. Tefra going to get taken out. They are going to be taken out of the game, but the execute from Kyrie managed to find a target, and Pike got put in the grinder.
Kyrie, I don't think that's going to be a hull breaker, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Oop, Death Sentence not quite able to find a target. Bob Joseph does. He dashes in, finds the sun, does manage to take out War Leader. War Leader is going to get blown away by Mazuza going legendary, and that is not a pick you want to see if you're RLS. You don't want to see your members getting taken out. You've got to make sure that War Leader is available to take down these tanks and bring them out of the play. But look at this. We got a Rift Herald drop in the mid lane. Tef trying to find a target. Isn't quite able to. Basically in the middle of a ward battle while poor Rift Soul Scuddy is able to get a second dash, but not actually hit the turret. That is huge for RLS as they managed to stop this dive, but that is going to be the Ocean Drake now up for easy pickings by TDE.
And to heal everything back up continually.
But it's a very nice wave clear coming out from Kyrie. They are able with this Titanic Hydra, so they are able to do a lot of damage, trying to get as much pressure on this tower as possible. Jinx jumping right on top of Bob Joseph, getting a huge amount of damage, but look at that! Right there is what I was talking about. Leaves, comes over the wall, and is just like, Omae wa moshinderu, and just instantaneously, Jinx is gone.
Maybe, and War Leader trying to look to see if it's possible to go for a steal right now. Bob Joseph on the wings, just trying to make sure that there is no chance for the steal. No flash on the Trundle, no blast cone. Kyrie going in, taking so much damage.
Look at that, a huge pull coming out from Pike as they managed to get a lot of damage off. The execute's going to come out, and so is Kane. Kane just going to reap the life out of War Leader. He's going to get taken out. Kyrie getting thrown back into the enemy team. They're going to get taken out as well. As like Leaves finally getting peppered, enough damage by those rockets, gets ripped to shreds, but the execute from Pike manages to pick up yet another kill. We got a double kill coming out from Lucian. RLS's Escape and Pangusol are the only ones left, as they only managed to take down one member of TDE. They're like, yeah, go ahead. Go for the Drake. That's fine. We're going to take your mid turret and inhibitor, though. So we'll see in a little bit.
Yeah, going to be taking the mid turret and the inhibitor with Baron online. Might even look to take the entire base, as TDE is going to try to deny as much backing from RLS as possible. Huge shockwave.
That is going to be absolutely massive. We've got a nice dive in there. Massive shockwave coming out, and that is going to be absolutely devastating as poor old Kyrie gets taken out. The shutdown going over to them, though. That's going to be a double kill for Leaves. This is just absolutely fantastic and is going so poorly for RLS, and that is going to basically be game at this point, as there is not enough time on these death timers, and that is going to be a nice, easy win for Trickle-Down Economics.
Yeah, a nice solid win for TDE. It seems that the pause was in fact factored into the 40-minute banger. And they are going to be taking down the Nexus. They're going to, just throw the cast right over the Nexus to say, hey, this is our celebration run. And with that, they are in quite the position for first place, if I do understand. Wrong. But on the side of UB, they are going to take the Zillion, making an incredibly scary composition. But God, do I love pandas with hats for picking something like this. Please, for the love of all things good and holy, show me a Zyra jungle.
That would be absolutely fantastic. I am with you on that one, and I do like that the PWH is going up the blue YUBI team over there. That is a very nice dichotomy. Like, I love their color coordination that they have going on the side of YUBI. Oh man, there's just so much that you can do with the Pandas with Hats combos that are just so good.
It could be a Zyra jungle. It could just be a Zyra support. Kennen top, Gangplank mid, Zyra support. Kennen mid, Gangplank top, and the Darius jungle. Like, you know, we did see the Tom Kench, the Mundo, and the Darius. All three of those champions, while they can be played in the top lane to great effect, also can be played in the jungle. So, you know, maybe Pandas with Hats does deny me the pleasure of watching a Zyra jungle. That being said, only time will tell.
Here's my spicy hot take on what I would love to see. I would personally like to see Kennen in the top lane, Zyra in the mid lane, Gangplank in the jungle, and a Kalista Darius bot lane.
Okay, so of all the possible combinations, I think that is the worst one.
It probably is! But I think it would be hilarious just to see in that bot lane, you get a Kalista ultimate launching the Darius into the bot lane of Janna and Lucian. And they're just surprised by having that Grand Executioner swinging his axe around in their face.
As someone who has personally played with every single one of these champions except for Kalista in the jungle, 2 of these champions can jungle effectively. And that would be Zyra and Darius. The others are definitely something. He scales incredibly well and is pretty much always going to be relevant. As long as you can get past the early levels, then you should be fine. And Hube's going to be piloting the Gangplank, trying to get as much damage as possible.
Voltaic missing a little bit of the spikes coming out from Kalista's damage. That means that they're going to lose a lot of damage. The Ignite's going to come out into Jeff God Gamer. Jeff God's going to go down, though. That's going to be first blood picked up by the Kennen support. We should point out that that is exactly what we've got going on in the bot lane is the Kennen support. So that right there is going to be really, really nice for the side of PWH. The thing about Kalista that's always been really tricky for balancing issues and has kind of left her, in my opinion, in a state that is not the greatest in the world is because of the way her auto attacks function. Look at this. We got a fight going on right here. Does mean that we got that double flash, triple flashes coming out. Nice bit of stun. The Janna's going to get exploded right there, and that is going to be a huge amount of damage coming out very quickly as poor Bill the Pony gets taken out of the equation. And once again, we see that Voltaic Penguin using Kalista very effectively is actually able to get these off. Some pool noodles hitting each other.
Yeah, either way,
going to chase up River, as we can see on the map.
Oh my God, Super Rushi going the long way around, and
he's going to get caught by Civilox. Civilox going to get the stun off, though, as Hubes does manage to come save his laner. That's going to be a huge chunk of damage taken out from those exploding bombs. He does make the Krugs by killing himself just by doing that. He was trying to get away, and Civilox picks up the kill.
Honestly, Civilox going to be losing the ult there is not the worst thing on the planet, but speaking of things,
look at this, the dash coming out, Voltaic Penguin trying to do what they can, having to flash away in order to get away. We do see Super Rushi has returned to this bot lane. He's going to get exhausted, though. The Ignite is going to come out on Bill the Pony, and we do see Voltaic is joined by For a Good Time, and that is going to be a nice damage coming out from the Zyra as the plant shot does manage to pick up that extra kill. And in the meantime, they're still chasing this in the bot lane, Janna getting brought under tower. Not taken down, though. In the meantime, in this top lane, Dr. Schmeckle's getting pushed back underneath their own turret by Red and Utility Monster. So that is going to be a nice bit of momentum swap as we see the top lane pushing for YUBI and the bot lane pushing for PWH.
A lot of poke. And YUBI's bot lane going to continue to push up and get plates. You know, despite dying 3 times, they're still going to be behind in farm, but
look at that, the ultimate coming out from Zillion. That does mean they're very, very low. The exhaustion come out. Huge dive in, and that is going to be Red taking down Zyra, and that is going to be a nice bit of damage coming out and a good kill for Red, putting him on this map as he starts to slowly catch back up to this Darius.
YUBI's bot lane have been absorbing so much pressure in this game, and while they have died 3 times for it, they will not be going down a 4th.
No, they won't. Look at this. Civilox getting caught right here in this lane. They're getting brought very, very low. The ultimate is still up. Once again, popping it just a little bit early in order to cause Civilox to come back to life with full health. We do see that Zyra's getting brought very, very low as Utility Monster comes in, wrecks face, and shows why he is such a nightmare on this rift, diving in, picking up the double kill. and that is going to be him possibly picking up a triple as Predators decide to jump in here. Subarashi getting a lot of damage up, but it's not going to be enough as Utility Monster shows why he is just so darn strong. The Ignite not quite able to kill him.
Having another 5 AD, 10 AD really is going to be the deciding factor for having that early lane priority, but with that ulti in the bot lane.
Nice ulti in the bot lane. However, that's a lot of pushback coming from the side of YUBI as they just shove the poor old team PWH back towards their own turret, and that's just going to be completely shutting down any hopes and dreams they may have had, and they're going to be a double kill in the bot lane. The Rift Herald's going to get dropped in the top lane. That's going to be top turret going down for PWH as they managed to get some extra momentum, reversing it in the top side. First tower going over to them.
I wish that we could see more of it, but this is PWH's final game. It is going to be them saying goodbye to us here, but for a good time, we're saying goodbye as well.
Maybe saying goodbye. However, we do see that YUBI is picking up that kill, managed to take down the Zyra. That is going to be the Zillion ult dropped at the very last second, keeping Red alive, and that is going to be another kill as Civillock takes down Dr. Schmeckles.
The mythic completed on everyone except for Red and Build a Pony. And on the bot lane, being able to finish that Gale Force for Lucian's so important.
Look at this. We had the fight. YUBI knew the fight was coming. They weren't able to back off in time. The Monsoon's going to come out, but it's not going to be enough to push pressure BWH away. And that is going to be 2 more kills going over to the Pandas with hats. And that is going to mean that this Drake is going to come up here in 20 seconds, and YUBI's at a disadvantage. So that's going to be second Drake, most likely, going over to the Pandas.
4 kills, but you're up 2,000 gold. And as long as you get the Dragon Stack
Utility Monster getting rooted and stunned under this tower. Utility Monster is hanging off in the wings. It looks like he was probably going to go for that Drake, but instead he goes straight for the Darius, ripping him to shreds, going on a rampage. And that is going to be the Drake falling. However, that is a team member down for PWH, and now they're trying to come avenge their fallen comrade, but they're going to walk right into a couple of Zillion bombs. Gage trying to find a target, and it looks like we might be seeing what happened here. Build the Pony trying to get that nice tornado off. Doesn't manage to hit it. Are going to go in. Zephyr's going to come out, but it's going to get pushed off by the barrels. And that's going to be Hubes brought exceptionally low, and the culling is going to take his soul.
Now even more damage.
They are waiting for it. Utility Monster is like, oh, hello, doctor. Are you trying to come to see your patient? I'm afraid I have to say something against that as Subarashi comes to try and age his opponent. And that's going to be the shutdown as the execute. We see who's the operator in this. The surgeon is in. Dr. Schmeckles doing fantastically, getting a lot of damage off and able to take down the Utility Monster, getting them that shutdown goal.
Maybe not, but either way, YUBI going to be more than happy to just push in this mid lane on repeat, right? You got the Zillion bombs, you got the Lucian, and you've got the kill.
Oh, look at that. Jeff God just diving in, getting that kill. The root's going to come up, but it's not going to really matter as Jeff God is already getting huge right there. Nice knock up by Civillock. Civillock getting ultimate on Utility Monster coming in, shredding them. Zyra showing them what a nightmare is like. Kennen getting pushed back as we see Hubes trying to get some engagement under tower. Not going to matter. Utility Monster picking up a kill. Hubes going golden. It's not going to save his life, and that is going to be the rest of PWH taken out of this equation as Dr. Schmeckles picked up the Rift Herald, but unfortunately it cost 4 members of his team their life.
Yeah, and Schmeckles just looking for something over the wall, cannot get a ward down because he is holding that Rift Herald. But oh my,
flash out, but the apprehend doesn't quite find the target. That's going to be Dr. Schmeckles brought really low, and he's going to be taken out. That is Jeff God Gamer going unstoppable.
Is slowly dwindling, and Hubes just now got a crit on the barrel while trying to reduce its health, so I actually think it's very low chance for it to
the flash coming out. Unfortunately, it's going to be right into a stun, and unfortunately, that means that we're going to see Zyra get taken out for a good time, is not having the time of their lives, and the rest of YUBI is getting absolutely doing their best to absolutely shred through these lines. We have Dr. Schmeckles coming in trying to show why he is the EHD of F1, but unfortunately he's going to get taken out of the equation. It's going to be a double kill, a triple kill, as Red manages to take down the rest of PWH, and that is going to be an ace, and that is going to be the fourth Drake going over to YUBI, picking up their first Mountain Drake of this game. Aaron? So that just means that these waves are going to be constantly shoved in their direction. This Utility Monster going in. The nightmare is once again on poor Callista. As Callista absolutely decimated. Subarashi trying to do what they can to get away, but not quite able to. They go golden to stay alive as much longer as they can, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. Hubes coming in trying to save their target. Look at that Zillion ult coming in to save Utility Monster at the last possible second, and there's going to be a huge amount of damage. We got the Janna as well. Trying to heal them up. The Calling is just taking out so much, jumping over the wall. The flash from JeffCon Gamer managed to find the final target. Dr. Speckle's trying to do what they can, but not able to do it. The double kill comes out, and that is going to be yet another ace for the YUBI Versal basic income.
Some Darius. You got the Zyra jungle. You got the Gangplank mid. I don't think we've ever seen a Gangplank
Oh
mid.
no, Red jumping in. Shadow Dash is going to get a nice bit of taunting. Subarashi brought almost down to near death. Taken out completely at the very end by JeffCon going legendary. The Cully's going to take yet another kill. Utility Monster going crazy right here. That poor Nocturne is just absolutely decimating the rest of them. YUBI now chasing down Voltaic Penguin. Ballista trying to find something, but not quite able to do it. And that is going to be yet another ace. That is the third one of this game.
Bill the Pony just looking to get as much vision as possible in here. And with the Zillion, you actually have quite a few level discrepancies, but the ulti...
Look at that, the dive in. Utility Monster just going absolutely ham. The Culling coming out, taking down a kill, reaping these crops that are the lives of PWH. Utility Monster once again continuing to find a target. Subarashi being brought down. That is not very good for them. And unfortunately, we've got Dr. Speckles trying to do some work in the backline, but it's a 3v1. There's only so much you can do. Look at that healing, though. It's absolutely massive, but it's not going to be enough. And Utility Monster is still alive, and that is going to be the third Drake for YUBI. They are now on Soul Point, and that is another Mountain Drake on their side, although we could be seeing For a Good Time trying to find an angle, not quite able to do it. Feeling that it's something that's happening, but there's not much they can do to contest. That is an easy pickup. Red team does actually have the vision of the enemy of poor pandas with hats, so that is going to be Zyra taken out. The Calling has managed to finding a couple of targets. That is going to be a double kill. JeffCon Gamer going legendary once again under this turret. Utility Monster is trying to take down Hubes. Hubes just can't stay alive. The Gangplank ult gets dropped, but it's not going to be enough damage as the Monsoon just heals it all away. And that is going to be huge as we see that the health bars on YUBI are basically full. Utility Monster even going under this tower, continuing this fight. They were looking for the targets, did actually manage to find it. Dr. Speckles brought really low. The Ignite's going to come out. He's going to go down. We have the going golden on the side of Utility Monster in order to stay alive. And now this turret is the only thing that's standing. There are no minions, though, as the rest of YUBI just basically sits under there. Red just kind of taking the turret. I think he's trying to just take it, but it's going to basically go down. Oh, we've got the Zillion ulti to keep him alive still, as we basically just trade turret aggro in order to take that turret down, and that is going to be the second inhib down as well. This is just not going very good as we see YUBI asserting dominance over pandas with hats.
Yeah,
it seems like the Zillion is just too strong at the moment, as the game has decided this is the end. This is the final scene that we've got. Game appears to be freezing. Got a little bit of a technical glitch. So in the meantime, why don't you go ahead, pull out your FOF connects, flip yourselves to, let's see here, flip yourselves into the back. You got some nice artwork to look at the back of the magazine. You got some good Jeff stats that you can take a look at, and it's just all around absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, definitely fantastic. Unfortunately, it seems like this game...
It looks like it might have ended here. I'm not entirely sure what that means. So it does look like we're just going to go ahead, jump right from where we are over to the victory screen, which is what the little voice in my ear is telling me, and this is not the voice in my head. So we are going to go ahead and hop over here. Zillion, obviously the clear victor of this game. Just his time powers were too strong, and we were not able to see the end of the game. So we are going to go ahead, hop over here to the victory side. Yeah, that was pretty intense. I do think that PWH put up one hell of a fight. Very strong early game, very strong showing. But YUBI was just able to pull it out in the end.
Yeah, I mean, we had some fun in terms of the compositions that were picked, the champions that were picked, and I'm hoping that Pandas with Hats had some fun throughout the entirety of the season.